A lot of you have asked me for extra credit, which I do not do because I don't believe in giving you an assignment just to improve your grade. However, I will give you opportunities to improve yourself as learners. So when we've done re-quizzes, I usually give you an activity that you could do to prepare for the quiz. One other thing I'm going to give you the opportunity for this quarter is the option to rewrite your extended response after you've seen your rubric and the comments that I wrote back on your paper. So if you are watching the screencast, you email me asking me for that opportunity. So what you're going to do first is go to your Google Classroom, open up Language Arts, and find your document for the extended response. Now you will have to click Unsubmit. I'm not sure what that looks like on your screen, but you have to unsubmit it and open it up. And it should have your name, the date, the assignment. What you're going to put in here for your assignment this time is, and you can do this as you're watching, optional revision. And what I want you to do is highlight your entire text, copy it, and paste it below. And then label it original. What I want to be able to see is how much work you did to improve this based on what you had to start with. So I want you to keep your original. And again, if these directions are not followed the way that I'm asking them to be done, I'm not going to bother grading it. So you really need to make sure you follow these directions. All right, then what you're going to do is go back to the one that you copied or the one that we're going to work from, and I want you to unhighlight. You were supposed to have highlighted your transitions in that copy. So unhighlight everything so that you're working with a blank fresh document, a fresh paragraph. So you're not going to touch this. This is going to stay exactly the way that it was. You're going to work from here. The next thing you're going to do is take out your rubric and the paper that I graded because I printed it off, the hard copy, and it should be what you have written here with some comments, some notations on it. Now, when we talk about revising, we're talking about making your writing better. This is very different from editing. Editing is looking at mistakes in your writing, like misplaced commas, spelling, punctuation type things. Now, I've marked those in your paper, but I'm not really counting that as fixing to improve your grade because I've done all that work for you. So I do expect to see you have taken the time to go back and make those corrections. However, that's really not what we're looking at when we talk about revising. So the document that I gave you then has a paper that asks you to check off what things you're going to focus on. If in your rubric I have circled a statement that says you maintained your claim and gave you a 6 instead of a strong focus claim, then what you probably did is just recopied my claim from the pre-write. And what I really want you to do is make that claim a little bit more descriptive and more original for yourself. If you wanted to try and write a hook for this, that would be another good thing that you could do, but make sure that your claim isn't the same claim that I had when I gave you the prompt. And that's part of making writing your own. The next thing you might focus on is your transitions. Again, for transitions, I'm looking for some variety, that you're moved away from words like first, next, then, and not just putting in the first place, in the second place, or to begin with, that you're varying some of your transitions. And you'll go through, and there is just a list of different items that you could focus on based on how you did on the first draft. Now, anytime you make a change, what I would like for you to do is try to maybe change the color of the font, or if you want to bold print it, something that shows you where you made additions. So maybe here, let's see, maybe here, I wanted to change the word that I had. And maybe I don't like the word to develop, and I want to change that to, so now this is the copy I can work from. Maybe I'll just click bold, and whatever I fill in there as my new word will be in bold print. Okay, and so that way as you start adding and changing things, you can kind of see what you've done, and then it'll be very clear for me as well. Okay. This is due on Friday, December 8th. By the time I see you for class, you must turn in the paper that I gave you back, your rubric with your paper, and the document that I'm giving you with the directions on it with the parent's signature. So all of that must be turned in to me on Friday in order for me to regrade this, because that's what I'll spend my time doing over the weekend. If you are absent, you still need to make an effort to figure out how to get this to me at school, because we have a lot of other things going on next week, and I'm not going to have time to grade it next week. So next weekend is my effort in doing this. Okay,